Hello again, guys. All right, so I was just looking through your last Libra video, and what all of or most of you wanted career and finances, and then someone else had written something which I thought was, super interesting. A lot of you like that too. It was the second most liked thing. Is the person a friend or a foe? All right, so that's super interesting. I'm gonna cover it all. All right, so I'm just gonna name this Libra bonus reading since we're gonna be touching different areas, and the next one after that was past life. It wasn't too many people that liked it, but that was third runner up. So that I'm not gonna do it for the simple fact that with past life, I feel like I have to read a person individually. So if you guys want me to do a past life reading on you, I'm more than happy to do so. Just get an emergency reading on my website. The link is in the description below. You'll get it within 24 hours, and just let me know that you want a past life reading, okay? So that's the good thing about the emergency reading, guys. You can ask absolutely anything. The only thing that I do not dabble into is anything where I have to communicate with the dead, okay? All right. So let's just see what the energy is around you guys this month. Just in general. Happy birthday again to you guys. I'm getting 2 back-to-back readings today. Okay. So this is just general energy. This could be about anything, guys, even if it's not like, career based. This is kind of just like the reading I just did for you guys. So if you're watching this one first, go over and watch the other Libra reading where I'm dressed just the same, okay? So there's something here that was just a bad idea. You have to protect yourself from it. Maybe you were losing money because of this. Maybe you put yourself in a place where you didn't have the money you needed because of a bad idea or a mistake. But again, that Hierophant in the verse, it came out a lot in the last reading I did for you. There's something that's just not meant to be in your life. It derails you, okay, if it remains in your life. So it's like you see that something isn't the right path for you. You turn your back and you really expand, all right? Three of Wands, you're climbing that ladder. You're going to get to the top. All right, something begins here that is very exciting. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of creativity here. All right, you get something that you really want and you really need. And I think that something messed up happened, okay, that causes huge change, but this is a beautiful thing. So even if you came about this under like rough circumstances, hey, it got you there. So just be thankful the wind blew you in this direction, okay? All right, guys. So let's start with that friend or foe. All right, so someone who comes to mind, you don't know if you could trust them. All right, the first person that came to mind when I said friend or foe, okay? Can you trust this person, Libra? Whether it's, a coworker or, a friend that you've been friends with for a long time. Maybe it's maybe it's your partner's one of their best friends. It's like now you're in the picture. Can you trust this person or not? Especially if they're the best friend is the same sex as you. It's like, are they really just friends, or does she want more from him, or vice versa? Does he want more from her? All right, so whoever this is in your mind, Libra, can they be trusted? Spirit, can they be trusted? We have the Six of Cups. We have the Page of Coins. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to get 3 more cards. And 3 came out. The Star card in the reverse. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. All right, so this is very specific here. This is going to be, I don't think this is going to resonate with everybody, but whoever the message is for, especially the person who made that comment for the friend or foe reading, if this is a person that you kind of lost touch with and now they're coming back in, and there's been some sort of grievance in the past where maybe they made you upset, or maybe you made them upset, or maybe they just like fell off for a little bit because they were going through their own thing, so they kind of went into like a hermit mode thing, or maybe you did that. If that's what it is, and the separation was there because somebody was going through some sort of grief, whether you caused it or not, okay, then no, I don't think it's a good idea. But this is going to be very specific. This is not someone that is already in your house, you know, chilling with you every day, watching Netflix, like someone that you trust. It's not someone who's that close. It's someone who's trying to get that close again. So whatever this is, it's more like in the talking stages. And this is, again, I don't see this as something that you just say, oh yeah, and you run. I feel that this is a situation that currently you're trying to figure it out, like, what is this person about? Can I trust this person? You know, and you're taking it easy. And this is someone definitely from the past that you guys, you know, fell off with. This is probably someone that you've known for a while. Okay. So Spirit says no. That if things started here with the Lovers card in the reverse, it's like it would fall out right away. So just listen to yourself. Take the path of least resistance here, because you know, with the Hermit card in the reverse in this case, um, it's like it would kind of bring you out of your element in a sense. It would kind of like leave you exposed in a way where you don't want to be. All right. So you find more balance just taking a new direction, you know, finding new people, finding new jobs, new coworkers, whatever, or just leaving this person alone. But yeah, this is someone that you've probably broken off with for whatever reason. And now it's like there's a reconnection that someone's attempting to have. So Spirit says no, it's a foe. Okay. All right, guys. So career, business, finance. What is the energy around that for Libra in October? I actually just reconnected with an old friend. We went to school together. We lived next door to each other growing up. And he's doing pretty well. So let's hope that that's, you know, for all Libras. All right, we have the Emperor in the reverse. Okay. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Chariot here. Okay. I think that somebody was fooled in something. Okay. Someone accepted something. Maybe this had to do with travel, or maybe it caused something to happen very fast. But I think that there was someone dishonest in some way. So maybe you went for a job or something and you thought it was going to be one way, but then you actually start working there and you're like, oh shit. Okay. Or maybe you fluffed up your resume. Okay. And you get hired for a job that they think you're qualified for. And then they see, like, oh shit, this person lied. So it could be something along the lines of that. It's like on one end, this brings you balance, you know, in regards to finances. So with the Six of Coins, it's not necessarily someone who is like buying a $3 million mansion tomorrow, but it's someone that they are able to cover everything. It's like, okay, I just paid, you know, $1,000 in bills yesterday, but I made 1,500 today. So it's like you're able to, you know, recover from any financial losses. You're able to get that money back. So that's a great thing. But I just think that there's something that doesn't work out because a person sees the truth about what it's really going to entail, and they're like, nah, this is too much. Okay. But if any of you were in a tough financial spot, if there's, you know, a lot of burden that you have been feeling, all of that goes away. And it's like you do make money, but someone feels betrayed about a truth that comes out. Okay. So you do find a way to, you know, to make an income and to grow financially, but, you know, someone just wasn't being honest about something. We have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, whoever was dishonest, it just brings on a burden. Okay. If you figure out something and you tell yourself, like, I can't do this, that's fine. Because you're accepting that something is burdening, that it's not for you, or it's not going to work for you, or it's not meant to be in your life. And once you accept that and you realize that and you act accordingly, something takes off in a huge direction and your soul is very at ease with this. For a lot of you, you're either going to travel further than what you're used to, or you're going to have to move for this job or this opportunity. Okay. Five of Coins in the, yeah. Seven of Cups, Five of Coins in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, some sort of illusion is coming out, guys. That's what Spirit keeps saying. So something does come to light, but it doesn't put you in a position where you're screwed now and you don't make money. If anything, you recover. You, like with the secret coming out, you're building. So if there's any, feeling of lack, like shit, I don't know how to pay rent tomorrow, or, is the mortgage going to be late, whatever, you don't have to think about that. You're going to be fine. All right. This actually brings you success. It brings about a huge change. So a secret comes out. It could be conflicting at first, but it brings about huge success. There's something that you want that you're going to get. Okay, so this is really solid, guys. So I want advice on career specifically, and then we'll look at finances specifically. One is where you work, the other is the money you make. All right, even though they do go hand in hand, I want to break it down. All right, guys, so all right, so we have the Tower card in the reverse. Okay, the Five of Swords and the King of Wands. I'm going to get 3 more cards. And again, this is for career, specifically the World card in the reverse. Seven of Swords. Yeah, the secret keeps like roaming around. Someone was holding some sort of secret where, an injustice is happening or it's felt. And this comes out, again, you realize that there's some sort of bad judgment here. So either you guys leave a job, maybe someone lets you go, but don't worry about it. You're going to be very happy with an offer that you accept. Okay. So I see something just coming to light. The air has to be cleared. All right. And I feel like for a lot of you, at least at the time that you're watching it, you could still be involved in whatever that thing is. So maybe a secret just came out. And it could be something like, hey, I'm pregnant, so I need to take a leave, or, I'm going to have to like find another job and I'm focusing on it could be something like that. But what this brings is joy. This brings a lot of success, a lot of joy. So you might still be in it, but it's like a bullet is actually being dodged in this case. All right. And something strong comes in. You're very happy with it. Okay. So there's definitely money there, but some sort of aspect of your career gets cut out. All right. Whether you leave a job or, like even if you're fired, it actually works to your benefit. Okay. All right. So how about for finances specifically? Like, is there anything you need to be aware of? Could anything like pop up, like, or you have to take from, a rainy day account? So with your actual money, what advice does Libra need for October? All right, the Page of Wands came out. We have the Five of Wands and the Star card. It's interesting because it's like you really get something you want and it's solid here. But someone's like upset about it. It might not be you. It's like you get something you desire, but there's some sort of pettiness around it. Maybe you have to leave someone behind for this new opportunity. Okay. Or maybe you were in a place where there's just a lot of pettiness, arguing, fighting. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, this could be a lot of shit talking. So, everyone's different, but when I used to, work in places, where I had to be around people, I feel like the biggest mistake I would make is getting too close to a coworker. So there needs to be that separation, So maybe there's just a lot of gossip happening, all right? But whatever the bullshit is, wherever it's coming from, whoever's talking shit, you guys are moving away from that. This could also mean that someone might be giving some sort of offer, or maybe there's something you're trying to do that may seem like, like it's glittering, but not all that glitters is gold, okay? So that could be something that maybe brings you into, maybe having to work a little harder, picking up a extra shift just to make up for like that money that you spent. All right. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the, it keeps talking about the secret, okay? I don't know what secret this is with work, but something is being revealed. And someone's like, look, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I don't care. Okay, so maybe you leave a job and they beg you to stay. You're like, no, stop. Just don't hold your breath. Like, you're wasting your time. I'm gone. I'm leaving. All right. Or maybe something happens where you're let go of and the person is just really strict, okay? Maybe you fucked up, or maybe they just had a bad day. They got cheated on that morning and you just said that one thing to make them blow up and they fired you. So something comes out and makes you realize that you have to remove yourself from something. You're not in a place that you need to be at. For some of you, maybe this is coming out of a marriage. Okay? But you get something that you want. Okay? So the news might be devastating at first, whether it's to you or somebody else. But you guys are good. You're so good. Spirit is saying take the logical approach now that you have this truth, or now that someone knows your truth, because you have to walk away from something, but you're not going to suffer financially. For some people, it's like maybe you had double the finances because you're working, your husband, wife, or your partner was working too, so you were able to combine that. If that's the case, I don't see you not being able to maintain yourself if you break up. And I'm sorry, guys, like I said, if my voice is cracking, just trying to get through these changes of weather. I was in Florida for the past week. It was like 90 degrees, and then I get to New York, and it's raining and like 60 degrees. But I love it here. All right. So just general advice when it comes to career and finances. And guys, if this is resonating with you so far, like I said in the last video, there's a link in the description below to donate. Thank you again if you do so. The Hermit card in the reverse, the Empress card in the reverse. Yeah, something wasn't known. It's known now. And it says not to accept something and to let that thing go. Okay? You're working towards something where even if you're upset now, that completely changes. You're going to be so happy with what you're going to be doing for work or just what you're working towards. All right? Now that everything's out on the table, you can finally breathe and be happy. The worst that could have happened has happened. Okay, something's not going to be successful, but because it's not successful, you dodged a bullet. Okay, and the Four of Wands. All right, so I see, honestly, whether this was you or someone else, someone saw the truth of something and they're being so protective over it. Okay, they're not letting, like, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that happened, whatever came to light, especially if it was like a bad thing, this person's not going to let that happen again. So something's really, really being cut out, and someone is choosing to be selfish, but not like in a bad way. It's in a way where it's like, you know what, this is what's best for me, and if you can't see that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So go home, figure it out, get your feelings sorted out, but I got to go to work. Okay, so let me know when you're done with this battle within yourself, and we'll be good. All right, but you're going to feel very strong, and you guys are so tapped into what you're meant to do. For some of you specifically, if you've been thinking about getting into spiritual work, into spiritual work with the High Priestess, or something where you'd really need to have a very good intuition to do it. I'm only using this because I was talking to friends about this yesterday. Let me get my wording processed, but we were talking about like things we can do to give back to the community, and one of them said, I've always wanted to help victims of human trafficking, like to find these places, to find the people who are doing it. And they're like, but you would need a good intuition. You'd have to be able to think about how, this trafficker thinks, and, something like that. So something where it's like, you might have to investigate, or, it's just, you can't just go by the books. You have to have that gut feeling. You have to really think about it. You have to have an instinct for it. All right. So if you're thinking about getting into something that requires that, go for it, okay? But this is going to be very fulfilling work, guys, all right? And with the Chariot in the reverse, either you go for it or the universe finds a way to push you into it. But it's going to happen no matter what. It's like you don't have control over it. Even though you might think you do, you don't, okay? So, yeah, guys, this looks really, really good, all right? Libra, I love you guys so much. I will be back with your mid-month reading next after I get all the other readings out for love for October for the other signs. But I love you guys. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, okay? And follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I am also on Twitter, Bruja Shit. Take care, guys.